You in there, Trey?
What's up, bro?
Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. I feel like,
Is this?
nonetheless, huh?
No, I was telling Ty to look on her phone to see if it was showing.
Good.
Yeah, we good now.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, so I'm trying to monitor it right now from my laptop or whatever. All right, let's go ahead and get started before it mess up again.
Nah.
Oh, man. All right, so I think it's finally working now. All right, so if you're just tuning in, thank y'all for coming through again tonight. You know, brought to you yours truly by, Mr. Robinson here and my beautiful wife, Autumn. Then we got my boy Trey, Tremaine Triggerlin. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your wife, your queen. You ain't gonna say nothing?
Nah.
Peace.
Quick in and out.
Huh?
That's how we operate.
All right. Let's get started. Trey, make sure y'all share this up, man. I'm sharing it up as we go. First thing first, we thank y'all for coming and tuning in on Young, Married, and Poppin' Part 2. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to do this every week, depending on our Wi-Fi connection. Lord willing. I see we got the logo in the background, whatever. That might have been what took so long. But first thing first, thank y'all for tuning in. Trey, thank y'all. It's always a pleasure to have y'all on the show or whatever, man.
No doubt.
Y'all expertise. So first thing first, man, talk to me about this the Gucci wedding went down, man. It was beautiful wedding, man. Beautiful.
Man, I tell you one
yeah.
thing, Gucci spent too much money.
He spent too much money? Oh my goodness.
Gucci.
I can guarantee that there's probably millions of other women somewhere saying he spent more than enough.
Wait, how much he spent? Like 2.3 million or something like that?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even know. She was on the Wendy Williams show, and she said that they spent more than that.
Yeah, she did.
So,
yeah, he about Gucci crazy. Yeah, that's me.
So you hear this, Trey, and I think it's good to talk about this. So especially with young people, whether it be African American, white, what have you, don't even matter. Whatever race you are, you hear the common phrase being thrown around: goals. 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 They are goals. What's her name? Cardi B. You know what I be. Her and old boy. Old boy just proposed to her. What's his name? What's his name?
Migos. He wanted the Migos. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the three amigos. One of the three amigos proposed to old girl. So everybody's talking, oh, that's goals. That's goals. And I ain't no hater, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if I had it like that, I know for sure I'd throw some millions
Offset.
out.
Tamara said his name's Offset.
I said Offset.
Oh, Set It Off. That's who it was. Sir Offset, yeah. Nonetheless.
But the crazy thing is they just broke up.
They just broke up?
The day before. I think he broke up with him the day before he proposed.
Well, when you saw that ring, I might would have got back with him too. I might would have got right there with him. What'd you say? Oh, I forgot we even broke up. But so what do y'all think about that? Like a lot of young people or what have you looking at them saying, oh, that's goals right there. GOALS. What do y'all think about that, man? To my audience, what y'all think about that? The Gucci Mane wedding. If you're just watching it, just tuning in, we're talking about the Gucci Mane wedding and what's the name? Keisha something, Kyle or KK. Somebody know the name.
I don't know.
Of course, got married, splitting money. What y'all think about that? Is that goals?
Nah, that's not goals. That man was in jail for like what, 3-4 years?
They don't have no foundation.
Yeah, that man was. If that's their goals, then whatever. But I don't want to be locked up for 3-4 years and come out and have a wedding and consider it to be goals. I don't think that's goals.
What part of it is a goal?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that they were able to spend as much money as they were to have a wedding and to be successful Black people in the rap industry. Yeah, but that's not the love story that I was looking for if I had to write one.
Okay.
I think the ultimate goal is getting married to someone you love, and obviously they love each other. Well, I'm just assuming they love each other, but I don't know too much about neither one of them. But I think the ultimate thing is the only goal part that I see is they got married. And
yeah. They ain't shacking
that's
no more. Yeah, pretty much. They ain't shacking no more. They got married. That's the only goal I see so far.
Well, he said that she was there while he was in jail or prison.
So
she was holding him down.
His mom was there too. He ain't go marry his mama, did he?
I don't think his mom was invited.
Dang, he didn't invite his mama.
And his brother. Wasn't on the Winnie show.
Yeah, they do got money. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't honestly say that money, makes everything better, because there's millionaires that kill themselves every day. So I mean, yeah, they got that bread. They can spend it. But what y'all people? What do our audience think? Like, listen, let me get a ring first, and I'll give you my info. Well, look.
He's so silly.
Kiki, that's why you here. So we're gonna make sure we drop some knowledge so somebody put a ring on it, as Beyonce would say, or what have you. Yeah, they won't invite it. Dang.
Y'all so corny.
You seen that?
So hey, let's keep it moving up. So let's talk. We're talking about goals. So what are goals in a relationship? What are they? What should they really be? What they look like?
Technically, I guess it could be classified as goals. How she explained she invested his money and made, what she said, 3 times as much as she gave him.
Basically.
I mean, he gave her, she invested it in different businesses, and then when he got out, she gave that money back to him. I guess that technically would be goals. Being able to invest.
If I had to say, like, what should be your goals, my goals would be, like, writing out my own love story. Because at the end of the day, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I gave Ty $2 million, I wouldn't want Ty to do nothing with that money. Don't flip that money. Don't do nothing with that money, but take care of the kids and yourself. Don't go out and invest it in nothing like that. Because what if you lose all my money? At the end of the day, right? So my goal, I think a big goal is just write your own love story. Write it how you want it to be wrote, and do your own thug. I mean, rock your own way, rock your own boat, let it float. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I mean, one thing about it though, yeah, she had the money, she flipped it or whatever, what have you. She made it, she invested it for me, boy. I think one thing people miss the point is, everybody can't be a Keisha and everybody can't be a Gucci.
Exactly.
And that is the thing that people are missing. You can't, literally, some of us, we look at people and it seems like everything's all together, when a lot of times it's not. Yeah, they might have a bomb wedding, but we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And honestly, a lot of these R&B, some of these superstar weddings, they just be like, for sure, man. I mean, they want to sell some CDs. I mean, and I don't blame them. I mean, it's a good plan.
Books.
Yeah, and books.
At the end of the day, too, their wedding was like public. It was public. It was advertised. It was on BET. So, of course, they wasn't gonna have a wedding in wherever they from in Georgia, in the hole in the wall. They wasn't gonna have a normal wedding. They were looking to brag and to boast and to show off. They had like who else they have? They had like P. Diddy was there. Come on now, like are they really his brothers? Were they really
Rick Ross?
You know what I'm saying? Rose? Like I don't know their relationship, but at the end of the day, like, is that really your best man, or is that really like the person that really been there for you all your life? You feel me? But
so we got a comment from Mr. Page. He says, I believe the main goal in a relationship is loving each other unconditionally and making sacrifices for one another. Jairus, I could not agree with you more, my friend. I could not.
He get a like. He get a like.
I gave him a like there. Huh?
Hey, Jairus 2 times.
Oh man. Well, we still talk. Let's still chat it up, because so my thing is, when we're talking to people who are in the process of getting married, or just got married, or what I mean, people, or maybe that one guy who's thinking about proposing. I had one of my dear friends, Mr. Aaron McNeil. He proposed to his now fiance, and I was like, it's just amazing when I start to see people around me that are joining in unity and love, because our generation, many have thought that it was not the generation for lovers. People had thought that generation had passed, and what everyone wants to do now is just go to a club or party, just get twerked on and go home drunk. Where we now are seeing people where they really want to love one another. They really want to build something. And I even think it was whether the wedding is real or not, the Gucci wedding, I think it was something still special because they're saying that they at least want, positive. It's showing, you know what I'm saying, African-American couples in the spotlight saying that, hey, we're tying the knot. And we don't see enough of that. So, I mean, what's your take on it, Trey, as far as seeing a lot more young African-American couples just get married in general?
Well, do
you think that's important?
I think the good thing about the whole Gucci thing is now you're going to see like a lot of like
celebrity.
Not necessarily celebrities, but you like people that look up to Gucci. Like you got people out there that like grew up listening to Gucci and they look at Gucci as like more so of as a role model. And if you follow Gucci a lot through his career, you notice the Gucci, all he used to talk about was gang banging, selling dope, doing drugs and stuff. And I think a big part of that will make that group of people look at it like in a whole different aspect, as if like it's okay to love somebody, it's okay to get married, or
it's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool. It's gonna be like a movement now, and I honestly think that's what pushed the guy, one of the Migos guy, to go ahead and propose, because he's seen it happen and he's like, oh, that's pretty neat. Maybe I should do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so do you think it's like gonna be a movement or like a trend? Oh, let's get married.
A marriage movement.
Yeah, because even if you were to go back and listen to some of Gucci's songs, Gucci used to rap about, man, I ain't never getting married. I'm married to this money. Like, what I look like marrying a female? Like, that ain't cool. But now it's
Gucci,
like,
man.
Yeah, now it's like, oh snap, Gucci done got married. All the dope boys got to get married now. If that makes sense.
Hey man, I think it's wonderful. It's beautiful. So one thing that I definitely want to make sure I stop and tell everybody to do is make sure you share this video. Make sure you follow our social media. We have some posted behind us. I don't know if it's big enough so that you can see it. If not, but it's definitely in the pictures. Huh?
It's backwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's backwards in the video. It may be, it may not. I don't know.
It's backwards.
So one thing we want to get our audience, hey, what do you guys think about the Gucci wedding? If you want to just comment below, we'll talk about it. If not, we're going to get ready to move to our next topic. We can't stay here all night because I got to go to work tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we got to fly to Chicago.
What you say, Shay? You going to Chicago?
Yeah, we got to fly to the Oprah Winfrey show.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Y'all special guests up there next. So, all right, let's go ahead and segue into our next topic. Ty, you want to go ahead and kick it off?
Let's see. Let me look at my requests.
Okay.
Our next topic would be
lemonade request.
That's right. Try not the lemonade. What you say?
Go ahead now. Do the top.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find the topics.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right.
Baby mama, baby daddy issues.
Yeah, that was the next topic. We was going to speak about baby mama and daddy issues. So what do y'all have to say about that?
What's the question? It in general or?
I got a question since we talking about it.
All
right. So I recently seen a post, I think it was Instagram or Facebook or something like that. And the question was, well, it was actually a scenario, right? So the baby moms has 3 different baby fathers. And one of the baby fathers actually cares about his kids, so he hands his child $600. Is it fair for that mom to split the $600 between the 3 kids?
I split that money and I'll put me some in there too. But so, well, you had
Josh can't say really. First of all, because he don't have kids, he don't know.
Bruno. All right.
Anyway, how would you feel if your mom did that to you? If your dad gave you some money, but she took half of it and gave it to one of your other siblings, your older sibling?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you now. I'd be mad, cuz. But,
bruh, honestly though, how many of our parents, depending on how old the child is, I will say that, like, they like, you know what I'm saying, about in high school, and they really need a lot of funds, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get to, but they like some little kids, and they got everything taken care of them anyway. Why not help out all of your children? That's my opinion. Because for one, when parents get money, They don't tell how much money they got. Your daddy gave me $500. Nope. You ain't telling you. You just know you're going to have some new shoes. You're going to have a couple of Lunchables, a nice backpack, some Air Force Ones. That's all you need to know. But ain't nobody really, you don't really tell. I ain't going to tell my kid, like, oh, I got $600, but I'm going to split it up with your sibling. No, they don't need to know that. Ain't nothing to them. I mean, what you think, Trey?
Me being a father, if I give my kids $1,000 and Ty decides to have another kid, and I don't plan on giving that kid $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like from the dad point of view, I feel like it's not fair to him because, like I said, if I give my kids $1,000 and she has another kid, you splitting my money 3 ways, and then when that money runs out from you buying for your other kid, also, you're gonna come to me for more money, like sooner than you should, because that $1,000 should last a lot longer than rather than.
I agree with Tawanda.
Yeah.
Did you read her comment?
Yeah, she said one for all for one. I know that's right.
Yeah,
I agree with.
But I feel like in this situation, this should be an example of why, like, we all should really take having kids serious and not take it, not necessarily take it as a joke or anything, but like you should really be serious about having kids. And I don't know, because when you start getting into that baby daddy, baby father situation, it can be a little tricky, and you can run into you can run into a lot of different scenarios. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of us young black people growing up nowadays don't really see it like that. We just out having fun.
Oh my God! Well, you just hit something on the head right there. I'm just out having fun, but we don't. A lot of times we don't think so deep on the, you know, saying what could happen. Like, you don't know that you could have a kid, and you're gonna have to do what you need to do. But the sad thing is, there are those parents who literally abandon their children. There are those moms, there are those fathers, and they literally abandon their children. We got some all-star parents out there, single parents. I'm talking about male and female, that are out there doing it. And I salute you. But for real, we have some sorry ones too.
You need to pull your.
But we got some sorry ones too. We got some sorry ones out there, and I think that we definitely, all of us as, you know, young people, need to start holding each other accountable. If I see a young mom machine out there handling her business, and I know this mom, I gotta let her know. Like, listen, yo, you got to do something. Like, I'm tired of seeing your kids not with you all the time. Like, what are you doing? Like, were you at all the parties? You at Oscars every weekend? You know, what have you? You know, so you're going all the other places, but you're not taking care of your kids. I don't like that. That don't sit well with me, you know. And I feel like we get to the point where we just like, you know, I'm gonna keep to myself. But honestly, that keeping to yourself is nothing but helping produce that cycle of parents that are not raising their kids, and that are leaving the grandma to raise them, that are leaving you know, the grandpa to raise them, aunties and uncles, and it's not helping our community. Keep it 100 with you.
I agree.
Well, I say something. This generation coming up behind us is all messed up.
Well, we gotta help them, Trey. We gotta help. I mean, that's why we here. That's why we having this conversation, because if we don't talk about it, if we don't do something about it, it's only going to get worse. All they gonna want to do is go listen to Lil Uzi Vert every day.
Hey,
and they ain't gonna never want to raise their kids.
Rapper.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Thou shalt not go there on tonight. Nonetheless, one thing that I also want to talk about, because when I highlighted a while ago, I said that there are some all-star parents out there, single parents or what have you, that's out there doing the job. So I want to talk right now because my boy, you know, I'm a football fan. I love my boy Russell Wilson. And he has caught a lot of flack from people that are literally just, I think, just hating on him, mad about the whole situation with Future. Now, how do you respond to someone that walked away from their child, that or at least the baby mom, to a point where they really, and people always trying to say, oh, she trying to keep Future away. No, Russell just stepped in, and he's taking care of not only the child, but the mom, emotionally, and of course they can take care of each other financially. If you don't put that dog down.
It's my baby. This is my child.
Go ahead, man.
See,
finish, yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I love to see that. I love to see what Russell is doing, you know, taking care of that young man, you know, that's going to be a great kid. And I think that Future should just help out and help embrace that, you know. You're going to make situations worse. Honestly, trying to, you know, attack him or what have you, get people to jump him, call him out, and being all extra. I mean, that's just my take. What do you guys think about that?
I haven't really heard anything about it.
This right here is my flag, bro. You see my flag? This is like when stuff is out of hand. I got a question. You see my face? I got a question. I got a question. How can you be a deadbeat millionaire?
Exactly.
Hey,
look, Josh.
Stop it, boy.
Bro, that's not possible. How can you be a deadbeat millionaire? I just don't understand. That makes no sense at all. This man he probably made like anywhere from like 17 to $35 million last year. And this man don't take care of his son. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Ciara wouldn't be mad if he just handed his son $1 million a year. Like, you ain't even got to look at your son. You handed her $1 million a year, she probably happy. But this man is like a complete deadbeat.
I think with her, it's more than that. She don't even care about the money because I feel like her.
Yeah, she already got money, right?
You know, they got it. She want her son. I feel like she more so want her son to have a relationship with his dad. But I don't know if he just don't have time or what. I mean, I don't know.
That man got time.
He might be on the road like
obviously he just
his son
more
on the road
not
too.
happy. He's not happy with her being happy with somebody else.
Yeah, that could be.
So we can't stay on Future all day. We can't stay on Future all day. One topic that let's see what she said. A real parent won't care about the money in the relationship. Yeah. I mean, the relationship is so important because you don't want your kids to see an abusive relationship. You do not want to raise a kid in an abusive relationship. That goes to mothers and fathers. If your child is seeing that, there are literally mental, and even some physical side effects that can happen. And this child, you wonder why they go to school, they're so aggressive and they get suspended every week for slapping kids. It's because they see you fussing every week. I mean, come on, I see it every day. I see kids coming in there literally just mad they didn't sleep at all. So they're going to sleep in my class only because they stayed up all last night listening to their parents argue. I mean, we got to start making sure we maintain, not only seek, but maintain healthy relationships with our spouses, because if not, it's a breeding ground for negative emotions, just negative, negative energy, and that's just not good for anyone.
Yep, I agree.
Hey, we take our relationship to eat celery and do 2-mile runs every day.
Hey, more power to you. More power to you.
So we eat no carrots or celery at the party.
Right.
Yes, we did.
We said our relationship eat it, not us.
No.
So while we talking about this negative energy, because me and Autumn, we was talking about this earlier, because some days I'll be mad with her. I ain't gonna front, like, you leave me like that if you want to. But some days, like, if she get me mad or something, and I want to hear what people have to say. What do you do when you are mad with your spouse? I'm talking about mad, like.
For no reason, man.
No, I ain't say for no reason.
Just upset for no reason.
I did not say for no reason. I just want to, what do you do when you're mad with your spouse? And you know what I'm saying? That, I mean, especially after y'all had a big argument or whatever.
Who had a big
that
argument?
next hour or whatever.
We did not have a big argument.
I know, babe. I'm just saying, like, what you do? Like, I mean, how do you overcome that? How do you, I mean, because everybody say, oh, just sit there and just work through it. But sometimes you don't want to hear that initially. And that's just me, like, Trey, what, like, argument you and Ty had, what's the initial reaction immediately after y'all had the argument? Where's your mind at? Come on.
We separate.
Yep.
One.
Give time to ourselves to breathe.
Yeah, you need time to breathe
and then, I mean, we'll come back to each other, we'll talk about it, or I don't know, we really don't have bad times like that because we talk about it.
You get on my nerves though.
Well, that's different. He said an argument to the point where you're mad at I mean,
I'll listen to J. Cole.
So we got Miss Robinson. She said, give them room. Come back when you're both level-headed. I love that advice. I'm gonna like that. Crystal said, take the time to cool off and then come back and talk out the issue. Yes, Calvin, make sure you don't go to bed mad at each other. That is right, because you're gonna wake up with that same energy. I love that, Calvin. I love that. That's a like right there. That's a like.
That's right.
You get a like. You get a like.
You get a like. You get a like. Kiki said, punch him in the throat. No, we don't want to do.
You get a like, Kiki.
No, we can't punch nobody in the throat, baby.
Dude.
Can you go give me some pizza? See, she ate my slice of pizza, so I'm really can you go give me another piece of pizza? See, this is how it starts right here. This is exactly how it starts. But nonetheless, yeah, what else? Let's see what do you do? Like after an argument, initially after argument. I know some people say you give them space. But what about that one spouse? Ooh, that just don't want to give you space. And they all in your face. They all different. Tyrone, you better listen to me. You better listen to me, Tyrone. Why you walking? You always walking out. You always. What do you do? What do you do?
Well, if you in a relationship with a girl like that, you might want to leave her.
Yeah, that's just.
Nope, y'all stop it. So Josh don't tell nobody why he mad or if he even mad until you saw Bruno. Yeah. He don't tell nobody if he mad until it's way too late, and I'm like, oh, so you mad? He's like, yep. And I'm like, really, Josh? And I'm like, why are you mad? And he don't say anything. So I'm like, okay, tell me why you mad. Tell me why you mad. Or what did I do? And he just,
why y'all gonna ask? That's one thing women be doing. And I'm glad we talking. Why are you gonna ask? Why you gonna ask? Why you mad?
Cause
what's wrong with you?
I want to know.
Obviously something wrong, and it's your fault. And I don't want to tell you because I don't even want to talk to you. What's wrong with you? Take my silence as a key to leave me alone. If you got to ask 3 times, it's gonna be a 3-time rule.
I was trying to learn sign language earlier with Trey, and you got upset.
No, y'all was playing on the phone, bro.
Exactly.
We ain't gonna go back.
It was sign language.
I won't go back.
Y'all was doing this.
No, she was playing a while ago.
Exactly, Tamara.
Listen, we talking about that spouse that just keep getting on there. Because honestly,
that was getting on your nerves.
Because honestly, sometimes women, y'all make it worse. I say it right now. Sometimes you make it worse. From me personally, and Trey, you can elaborate on this. When y'all keep nagging, and I'm not saying I'll not group y'all together, but when Autumn, she keeps nagging me after we've had an argument or anything slight. If she know I'm quiet, I just want to go in the room. I just want to chill.
Exactly, you know, Keisha. Exactly.
And all she wants.
We agree with you, Miss Robinson. You get a like.
Yes, you get a like. Oh, wait.
Do it on the phone, babe, right there.
I want to like it.
Babe, this the phone. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, look. Calvin talking about, so y'all need a Calvin, we do got a YouTube channel, man. Look, save it right now. It's on the post. Same post.
Backward.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh, look at Bruni.
Hey, man, get out of here. See? This is why you don't. This is what I'm telling y'all. God. But
hey, we getting distracted. Honesty, get back on track. In
all honesty, sometimes women, when your spouse or your husband or boyfriend, whatever, if he's in that mode where he really just don't want to talk, just go. Just you know, and the one thing I found out is sometimes we often get too prideful in apologizing to one another. Because even if it's something that I know Autumn did wrong, but she don't want to admit it, you know, so I'd be like, you know what, babe, whatever I did, you know, I apologize, I'm sorry, you know, and I take that step back. But with her, oh no, she ain't gonna apologize. She is not gonna apologize. She just gonna let it ride out. She's apologizing even if she knows she wrong. She ain't saying nothing. She going in the back room, typing on her phone, playing big games on her phone, whatever the little bubble game is, whatever. And she is not apologizing. But me, I will be that bigger person. So I think we just have to learn to come together to be a bigger person, even when we feel like we're in the right. Because honestly, you never know how wrong you are until other people start. So I wish sometimes that you guys could record my entire life. Because you'll be like, yeah, she was wrong for that.
No.
But I would apologize for it.
No. Was I wrong earlier?
Yes, you was wrong.
Was I wrong, Trey?
No, you wasn't wrong.
Well,
exactly.
Trey made me upset, but I didn't take it the way Josh did.
See?
But you didn't what, Ty?
I didn't take it the way Josh did.
How I make you mad?
It's got to be one serious person. It's got to be one serious person in a relationship, and that's me.
Hey, Kiki said
moving on.
Coming out.
You were not.
Moving on to our juicy topic.
Wait a minute. Who's the serious one out of this relationship?
Why'd you drink all my ginger ale?
Who the serious one?
Why'd you drink all my ginger ale?
Who the serious one?
You did not fix me.
Let's take a vote, everybody. Who the serious one? No, get out of here. Watch this.
Our next show, we talking about when women always try to act like they don't want nothing to eat, but then they'll eat the husband food and drink all his drink. Right? That's what we talking about next. Get ready because it happens. Married folk, get ready. If you ain't seen it yet, it's gonna happen. She gonna say she don't want nothing to eat. You gonna fix the nicest plate and have some sweet tea with all the ice in it.
Look at
crushed
ice. Sean. Oh, look at that.
See, they just lost, baby. They just lost. They lost the lost sheep.
Hey, so we're gonna open the floor for like any general relationship questions anybody has.
Yeah, let's do that for 5 minutes. Then we go into our hot, juicy topic for the night.
All right.
Well, just go ahead and do the juicy topic and do the questions last.
Okay. All right. So y'all make sure y'all sharing this up. This is the juicy topic for the night.
Juicy.
I'm gonna type it in the box. I'm gonna type it in the box right now. So get ready. Get ready.
Right. Josh.
It better not be Josh.
What is it?
It's in the box. Y'all read it. That's the juicy topic for the night.
Ridiculous.
And I ain't talking about facial hair.
Oh
The juicy topic for tonight is shaving a plus or not.
Time to log out.
Plus, minus. I want to hear some. Hey, man, we gotta get the people what they want, baby. We gotta get the people what they want.
Thank
There
you
you go. There you go.
See,
Exactly.
Shay talking about yes. Shay said yes. I guess it is. She said plus
for the both of us.
Go,
Brittany.
Okay. Manscaping, as Jamie said. Okay.
Mandatory.
Plus.
Mandatory. We see manscaping.
I said manscaping. Manscaping means manscaping.
Right.
You gotta make it sound tougher than it really is.
Plus.
Don't nobody want all that fur.
But what if you shave all the time?
So what? I mean, what about one day you came home and your spouse, boy or girl, whatever, you know what I'm saying, just had a little cave down there. You literally couldn't see him, but and they didn't want to shave. Maybe they don't feel like shaving.
What?
I mean, how would you take that, Trey?
Well, to everybody listening, we know who don't shave.
It's so been a long day
without you.
Nah, man, seriously.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all some funny people. I see most people saying yes, but I'm gonna keep it 100. And I know I got stats right here in front of me.
What?
Roughly 40% of couples, 40% at least one of them shave and one of them do not. That's a big number. That is a big number. 40%.
What you
Because
Google
y'all
that?
trying to front. We got people out here. Listen,
Y'all trying to front.
we got people out here that's acting like that. They come home every day and they got the trimmer. And they trimming the hedges.
Hey.
They trimming the hedges. And that's a lie. Half of y'all lying. Half y'all women sitting out here right now talking about shaving is mandatory. And y'all got a bush down there. You saying yes? You saying yes, but right now, if you had some jogging pants on or some jogging shorts, it'll be all bulged up. That's how much hair you got. So you can sit there and tell that lie all you want to. I'm the type of person with, as long as it's clean, as long as I ain't seen no ants and no spider webs down there, I'm good. I'm good. That's just me, personally.
Well, you ain't gotta be bald.
You gotta get under the hair sometimes,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta clean shave.
You gotta clean up under there.
What you mean? That's what the rag and the soap and water for, boy.
You gotta cut that mess off and clean it.
Josh, come on now.
Huh?
You gotta clean under the hair, man.
Trey.
Hey.
How long you been scaping? How long you been manscaping?
Hey, since I started how should I say?
Puberty?
No.
So you been manscaping since high school or middle school? I don't know, whatever. You been manscaping that long, Trey?
Since my junior year in high school. Why are you asking me personal questions? We're not talking about me right now.
Bruh, we just having a discussion.
I just know I've been doing it for a long time, my brother. You asking a lot of personal questions over there.
Listen, if you just joined the topic is shaving mandatory
Bruno
in a relationship? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it's some weird people out here. What's going on? It's some weird people out here, man. And I mean, they might not even be weird to them, you know, where they really don't see it as a priority. Obviously, 40% of couples or what have you don't care about shaving. They feel like it's not important. They feel like as long as, you know what I'm saying,
or
it's clean.
Do you feel like it's fair if your significant other, they don't shave,
Good question.
but you do, and they think you should shave? You said what? Ooh, the wind blowing hard.
Yeah, it's storming real bad outside.
Hey, well,
my
take on it. As long as you ain't got no bush down there, we cool. But I mean, I don't want to come home scratching myself all the time, you know.
So the bush is a no-go, Trey. The bush is a no-go. No wild forest.
No, I'm like, hey,
no hobbit.
I know it's cold outside, but hey, you need to get in there.
But I mean, you never know. You might want to hunt one day. You might want to go have a little hunting game down there.
No, you ain't going no hunting. You just go straight to it.
Oh my goodness. Listen, all right, so now we're gonna drop to our audience, and James said, "No, I need the smooth peach." So listen. Audience, do you have any questions tonight before we're gonna drop 5 minutes, you know, not even that long, 2 minutes questions about anything we can discuss right now? We'll do it live. Any questions, it don't even matter. Bring it on, throw it at us.
Any relationship questions.
If not, I got that 5 for you, boy. I got that 5.
Yeah, save it.
Save
it. You did enough. Enough tonight.
Oh man.
Yeah, that juicy made enough.
Exactly.
That boy done asked to shave or not to shave.
Hey man, that was a question. I think every night we should do a juicy question.
Hey,
I think that's what our audience wants. Isn't that right, guys?
I wasn't expecting that one. I was like, whoa.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's per audience request, Trey. You know, if they ask it, I have to ask it. The audience asked it.
Who? Don't y'all come back up here.
How do you keep
fresh? Your relationship fresh?
Go ahead, Josh. Tell
you want me to start it out?
Start it out.
No.
Boy, I started out now.
You gotta keep that thing fresh and clean now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and start it out, Josh.
So I truly believe that one thing that is important, write this down, baby, while I'm going. One thing that's important in keeping your relationship fresh is always, you know, don't become predictable. Write that down. Don't become predictable. Yeah, it's gonna be some habits that your wife, you know, understands. She know you come home, you tired from work, keep your shoes off, you play the game or what have you. But don't become predictable in your love life where you lose your romanticism. And she already know that you're not gonna take her out for dinner on her birthday. She already know you're not gonna do anything special on her anniversary, and she really she starts to predict your habits that show no interest in her from a guy's perspective. And I also believe in keeping it fresh. You know, just try new things. And I'm not talking about, you know, Kama Sutra, new things. No, you can always make that up. That's a plus regardless. But I'm talking about go somewhere, take some wonderful trip, vacate with one another, see different places, eat different foods, you know, what have you. I think that is real important when it comes down to keeping things fresh. You don't want to become predictable in your love life. Your habits is different, but your love life is constantly changing, so you should constantly switch it up. We got Miss Robinson. She said, I've been in the game a long time, but out of your busy life, how do you find time for each other, even with kids?
I'll take that one. We'll take that one. We got kids.
Yeah.
So, what's her name? Waukesha?
Miss Robinson.
Miss Robinson. So, me and my wife, we currently have 2 twin boys, and I work a job where I work Monday through Friday. I get off work every day at 5 o'clock, and I come home to 2 boys.
Busy boys.
Busy boys.
Two 2-year-olds.
2 2-year-old boys. So how do we find time for each other? Good question. when they go to sleep. So, but not only that, a lot of time we spend most of our time on the weekend because with Monday through Friday, the boys don't go to sleep till like 9 o'clock. So we put them to sleep. We lay down in bed. It's like, all right, it's time to go to sleep now. I got to get up for work in the morning. So a lot of the time that we get to spend together is weekends, and you can spend time with your spouse with the kids.
Yeah, just play with them.
It doesn't necessarily have to be without, or I mean, you can spend time with the kids also, but a lot of our alone time happens on the weekend.
And when they're asleep.
Yeah, and when they're asleep.
And they take naps throughout the day, so.
Yeah, because if you try to squeeze in some alone time with the kids while they up, it probably ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
So can you plan for that, Trey, though? Is that something you can plan for?
Well, I mean, it's something that you can plan for, yeah, because you can plan to have a babysitter come and do your own thug.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just how we go about doing things. We kind of just get up and go. It's like, hey, let's go. Shannon and Josh, let's go to Asheville. All right, we'll be there in 2 hours.
You scared me.
I mean, that's just how we operate. But to each his own. But I feel like it's very important to find time for your significant other, though.
Yeah.
Very important.
I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff right there, Trey.
Yeah.
Now, what if you can't, though? I mean,
if you can't?
Well, yeah.
If that person, I feel like if you can't find time for a person, then there's a good chance that you're
not interested.
Yeah, you're not interested, or you're not looking for nothing more than what you already have.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's probably not a good idea to deal with that person if you can't even find time for him. Because there were times where me and Ty was dating, and I would drive 2 hours home at like 10 o'clock at night and have to be to work at 7 o'clock in the morning just so I can like spend 10 minutes with her. So there's always time.
Yeah. It always depends on the person.
I see Miss Crystal said, me and my husband try to plan at least 2 date nights out of the month. Planning is very important. But I love that. I love that. Good stuff, Crystal. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's what Trey and I was discussing.
Like planning date nights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to come up with a little, like a cup with little, what are those called? Popsicle sticks with different date ideas on it. And then you just put one like once a week or at least twice a month. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So
that's a good way to keep a relationship fresh also. Like trying new stuff. Like you can do like wine and wine and painting thing.
Wine and design
thing. You guys can you go what is it? Wine and painting, that's pretty much what it is, right? Shoot. Y'all know we from the 252. Y'all better start adding up in here.
252, baby.
Hey. Don't get bougie on me now.
Yes, indeed. I understand. So I noticed that she said she wanted to go there, but I want to talk about this because one thing we don't understand is when our spouses or our other half is not feeling. What if they're just really not feeling on planning anything, and they just seem down a lot, or discouraged, because I mean there are those relationships out there where one spouse may or partner, I say spouse or partner, they synonymous, where they feel as though their other spouse just is not making any time for them, and it's very depressing. I mean, what would you say to that person? That's, they feel like their spouse just isn't making any time for them.
Well, I feel like that's one of those things when communication plays a big part in your relationship. Because if you know your partner, like it doesn't take much for them to look at you and know something is wrong. And if it's to the point where he's just ignoring you, he doesn't care about how you feel about like your life or how you're going about enjoying yourself anymore, you guys are probably like sliding down a hill by now. So if you get that far, but there are ways to fix the issue. Maybe you can go to him and push things to get you guys more involved that he likes, and I don't know, maybe you can spice things up a little bit. But I feel like that's more so of a communication. Yeah, of a communication issue. Yeah.
And for better or for worse, I mean, we got to think about it. We say those, we say that famous saying when we're getting married, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
So we have to understand our spouse enough that when we see them and they are down and they've been down for a couple of days or what have you, we have to take that initiative and say, you know what, obviously something's going on. I need to try to, do whatever I can now to not only figure it out, but make things better for him or her. Because once you just start letting it ride, then their negative energy is going to stem right to you. And it's all going to go downhill. Then you'll start to see yourself arguing about stupid, petty stuff. Why'd you not wash that one plate? Why'd you not sweep? You said you was going to sweep. You start arguing about stuff and it starts going sideways.
What was that, sir?
You got to kill it. What'd you say?
I was asking Tyler why she ain't sweet.
Oh. Robert said, what's up, Bruno? Yeah, Bruno in here. Got Bruno. Got my boy.
Oh, man, he love my baby.
No, I don't love him. All right, so why didn't you put him up? See, and that's another thing. When your spouse tells when you tell your children to do something, you can't go back behind. Don't go back behind your spouse. Ty, have you ever told the kids or did something with the kids and Trey tried to go back behind you?
Yes, all the time.
All the time.
And how does that make you feel, Ty?
Angry, upset.
No, Josh, don't try to get no partner. No.
But in all seriousness, guys, we got to be on one accord. We can't be, disciplining the kids, and it's very, I've seen it happen firsthand, but we got to know that our spouse, kids are sneaky for one. But I told Bruno to go to bed a while ago, my puppy. I told him to go to bed, and I locked him in the cage before this video started. Now, tell me why he outside the cage. He can't open the gate by himself.
It's not
so
about
who
Bruno.
You think opened the gate?
It's not about Bruno. This is about us.
I'm just saying. We got to be on one accord. You can't let him out if I put him up. He done barked in my video. He done jumped on me, lit my ear, all that. And I'm trying to be professional. I don't know. We might start leaving them in the video. You never know. We might get some real diversity in our video.
Yeah, get them
dogs
the dog lovers.
We might get some real diversity.
Hey, they're going to be at the dog part talking about the show.
But did y'all see Bruno?
Did you see that show with the dog? Oh, my God. They done missed the whole relationship part. But the dog jumped. He jumped over the chair and he licked his ear. Oh, my God. Shut up, man.
That's right. Bruno on the map.
Oh, my goodness. Well, listen, but parting things for tonight. Any parting advice? Because we talked about goals in the beginning, and I want to come back to the goals. What type of things should young couples do now to build their future?
To build their
what type
future,
of
like future.
To build their future, I'm talking about financially, emotionally, even spiritually, because we don't talk about that. I mean, because a lot of times, and I know there are these people, that literally. See, this is what I be talking about right here. So, but listen, I'm talking about spiritually, financially, what happened. What should they do now to take those steps? And the audience members, don't forget to chime in on this. What should you do now? Even some of you that are up and older in your relationship, it doesn't matter. We need this advice too. We're just doing the video because y'all didn't do it, so we doing it. Go ahead, Trey.
For one, plan, because I feel like if you walking down the street with no plan on where you're going, you ain't got no destination, right?
Yeah, well, I can preach that.
So plan for one, and another thing is you want to have reasonable goals.
Yeah, I like that, Trey.
Reasonable goals, because you can reach too far, and when you get somewhere, you can be disappointed in your growth because you expected so much more, but
it wasn't.
It's a very slim chance of you getting there.
That's right. Hey, my.
A plan and reasonable goal. This should be a good one to start out with. I think that's a good one.
Yep.
I love that, Stephanie. Miss Hardison said they better get in that word. Cue praise, baby. All right. Okay. Plan. Shay said pray, plan, and prevail. I love that, Shay. That's the triple P. P cubed. P cubed. I love that. Always pray together for each other and don't set unreasonable expectations. I love it. I'm loving all this advice. This is outstanding.
Yeah, man, because some of y'all out there, y'all be wanting too much in a woman and a man.
Oh, my God.
Boy,
what's too much, Drake?
Hold on. That's a whole nother topic because I can go all day. These women and men be
It can
pissing
be
me
our
off
next
so
topic.
bad. Boy, they be pissing me off, Josh. These guys be wanting women with big booty, big boobs, and they want them cooking, cleaning, scrubbing the floor, twerking
Oh
on
my
YouTube.
God.
And these girls be wanting these big muscular guys that make $100,000 a year, cut the grass,
Come on.
all the other crazy stuff.
Everybody can't look like Shamar Moore.
Girl.
Everybody can't look like Shamar. I can't do it.
And everybody can't look like Megan Good either.
You right, but I mean, you right.
But for real though, y'all need some reasonable expectations though. That y'all be looking for too much in a woman. You need to go look for something that makes you happy.
Defines yourself.
Yeah.
Look for God first.
Oh!
Somebody else.
Go ahead. You get the video by yourself. Go ahead.
Twerk.
She said, look for God first. Whoa, wait a minute. Now, that's a whole nother top. No, it ain't, because this is Divine. This is brought to you by Divine, and I got to give you some word, baby. So, and one of my favorite scriptures is talking about seek ye first the kingdom of God, and then all other things will be added. So many people, because I told you, I prayed for you. I didn't pray, say, God, send me Autumn, but I prayed and said, God, send me somebody that would help me out, that would help me become a better man. And in turn, that's what I received. It didn't come instantaneous, and it took some time because in the course of our 10-year relationship, since literally high school through college, after college, every year has gotten better, but I truly believe that it's because of my prayer life. I mean, I have been given like stupid wisdom, and I know it was definitely because of my prayers. Family that prays together definitely stays together.
Stays together.
I mean, what do you think about that, baby? What do you think about it? You didn't pray for me?
I pray for my husband.
Honestly.
Huh?
What you say, Ty?
I said I pray for my husband.
Come on.
There you go, Ty. Let Ty take it over.
Go ahead, Ty.
So, go ahead, Ty. Go ahead now. Stop it, girl. But no, in all seriousness, when we talk about moving forward in a relationship, we have to understand that it's not going to always be positive. You straight going moving forward. You're going to have some setbacks. It's going to be some times where you say, what did I get myself into? It's going to be some times where you literally are looking around, where you're depending on your spouse to step up to the plate, and this might be seeming like the enemy will try to confuse you and say, oh, they're not doing what they need to do. Why you even do this? And so don't let the enemy seep into your relationship. And we all know who I'm talking about when I'm talking about the enemy. And whether you know, believe it or not, Satan does not want people to be married. He don't want people to be married. He don't want people to prosper. So when you're in a relationship with someone, when you're married to someone or even thinking about doing it, you're already a step ahead of his plan because he's already trying to tear that down. Mm-hmm. So in moving forward, you have to stay prayed up. You have to plan. And you got to put God first. And in closing, because I told people, I said, serving saved me. Not only did I serve people, but I serve Autumn. I serve Autumn every day because one thing that I want to make sure that I do is provide for her emotionally, spiritually. I'm always praying for her. If I'm driving to work on 540, whether I'm speeding or not, I'm still praying for Autumn. I'm saying, God, let Autumn have a good day. Let her be a light to her coworkers. Protect her while she's on her way to work. Then when I get to work, you know what I'm saying, I make sure I pray over my classroom or what have you. But what I want to really say to that is prayer really does change things. It changes things. It's amazing. Miss Robinson said every relationship is always a work in process. And the more you put in, the more you will get out.
Amen. Amen. A relationship is what you put into it. So many people do that. They get a relationship and just expect it to be perfect. No, it's not going to be perfect.
Right.
You got to put that work in. It ain't going to be perfect unless you make it perfect. Amen. I like her.
Physical work
I'm going to add her after this one. I'm going to read her statuses after this one. I know she got some good ones.
Oh, yeah. Always put that work in.
Yeah, you got to put that work in, man.
Yes, sir. It's very important.
Fine. That's going to be it. That's it. It's a wrap. Find our YouTube channel. What is it? True Vine.
True Vine. That's
and
True
always
Vine on
hashtag
YouTube.
us.
Hashtag YMP. Young, Married, and Poppin. And you know, it says if you're young and you're married and you're popping, then you're a part of the Young Married gang. So you can do hashtag YMG.
Gang.
We're doing it. Huh?
Gang.
Married gang. ring, big, whatever. See, I sent my ring back because it was a little bit too big. But I do have a ring. I do have a ring. We can talk about that one time. Listen, while we leaving, please leave us comments on what you would like us to talk about next time. Yeah. What maybe some things that you want to gain insight to, inquire about, or just want to hear us discuss. Do so. Also, we're gonna have a juicy topic every week. Inbox me that juicy topic. Don't leave it in the comments, but inbox me that juicy topic. We're gonna talk about it. Cause hey, we're adults here. We might be little bitty young adults, but we're still adults, nonetheless.
Until next time, peace, Trey. Peace, Ty.
Bye, Trey. Out. Good night, my brothers.
Good night.
Go Pack.
Get it, Ty.
Oh, God. Get that out of here.